Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a skincare update video, or mostly just a skin update video in general. So a lot of you have been commenting about my skin. I battled some pretty severe acne this past winter. I only left the house if I absolutely had to. And when that happened, I tried to hide in a scarf. I would try to put makeup on it and it would look even worse. It would stick to dry patches. It was just some of the worst acne I've ever experienced, and I've dealt with acne since I was in the 4th grade. So it was really weird. At age 27, I started breaking out of nowhere. I have no idea what caused it. It's most likely adult onset acne, and your hormones can change a lot in your late 20s as well, so it might have been a hormone imbalance. I didn't really look into that option very much because with a hormone imbalance, the only method for fixing that is hormone therapy, and I'm way too young to start that, and there's a lot of risks involved, so I didn't want to take those risks. And so I went to my dermatologist. I finally broke down and went because it was just so bad, nothing I was doing could help it, and I decided to go on Accutane. Now, if you haven't heard of Accutane, it is a rather controversial medication because of the laundry list of side effects and how it affects your body. I had to take a pregnancy test every single month just to get my prescription refilled, and I had to do blood work because they have to check your liver and all sorts of things. So it was pretty intense going on this medicine. The side effects were out of this world. I mean, dry skin, you can't even imagine the dryness. It's nothing like winter dry skin. It's like basically your skin thins out and it completely stops producing oil. So my hair, I would go probably a week and a half, 2 weeks between washing it, and it would look exactly like this. No dry shampoo, no nothing. A week and a half later, it would look exactly the same because my body was producing zero oil. Now, the reason this stopped the acne, it was because it closed my pores, and I could not get clogged pores since my pores were completely shut. So this stopped the cycle of acne completely. Now, I have been dealing with a lot of acne scarring based on the 4 months I was dealing with acne. Now, just so you know, if you're watching this video and you're considering going on Accutane, it is a big decision. But for me, it was the right one. I had gotten to a place where I went in to see the dermatologist the very first time. She took one look at my skin, rattled off a bunch of numbers of active spots and scarring, and suggested Accutane immediately. A lot of dermatologists will try out antibiotics or topical gels to begin with. Mine was so bad that they just completely skipped all those steps. I had to wait a month before I was put on Accutane, and I tried antibiotics and a topical gel. It didn't really do much for me. My body was just freaking out, breaking out constantly. I had patches on my cheeks. They hurt just sitting here. They hurt to talk. It hurt every second of every day. It was so awful, you guys. I couldn't even sleep on my sides. The acne was that bad. I slept on my back all the time. And I used to have nightmares as a teenager that I'd wake up with this acne all over my face. So it was basically like waking up in a nightmare every day. It was awful. My social anxiety went through the roof. And I'd never really had social anxiety before. I've dealt with anxiety on different levels, but nothing like this. I was just terrified to talk to anybody because I thought they were staring right at my acne. Even with makeup on, it was so obvious that there were bumps all over my face. And putting makeup on, it hurt. It hurt to get it on my face. It hurt to take it off. So I didn't wear much makeup at all. Some of the side effects I dealt with on Accutane was extremely, extremely dry skin. I was putting on lip balm every 2 seconds because my lips were just dried, cracked all the time. The only thing that saved me was my Lucas Pawpaw ointment. If you're considering going on Accutane, or if you're on Accutane now, Google Lucas Pawpaw ointment. You can get it on Amazon. It's from Australia, but it is probably 100 times better than Aquaphor. So whatever you're using for lip balm, stop using it, get Lucas Pawpaw ointment. You will thank me later. Just do it, because without that, I don't know how I would have gotten through this time. I also would put this really thick oil on my face at night, and then I'd put Lucas Pawpaw ointment on top of it. So basically putting a lip balm all over my face. I would wake up the next morning and my skin would be dry. Like, that's how quick it soaked in, that's how dry my skin was. So yeah, it was not fun at all. Some of the other side effects that weren't necessarily fun, I had joint achiness, especially in my hips. My joints would swell and my psoriatic nerve would get pinched, and that's the nerve that runs right down the back of your leg. So I would have pain in my leg and my foot, and numbness, coldness, tingly, all that stuff. Also, I got hot extremely quickly. I would overheat in an instant. I would know I'm hot because I would be sweating. I would sweat before I would feel it. And that does not do well for makeup, I can tell you that. My makeup would just like melt off my face, especially on my upper lip. That's where I sweat the worst, and it was awful. As far as side effects, I didn't really notice anything else. I didn't really notice a mood change. I think mostly your mood changes because, number one, you cannot be in the sunshine at all. I had to go an entire summer without seeing the sun once. And when I was in the sun, I'd probably be in the sun for like 2-3 minutes with SPF on. I put on SPF every single day. And my skin would already be turning lobster red. It was just, it's a very dangerous medication to be on Accutane and to be in the sun. Do not do it. Don't do it. Also, being in the sun and exposing scarring to sun makes them scar so much worse and so much longer, so just don't do it. I didn't really experience anything other than that. I stayed on Accutane an extra 2 months willingly. I did my research and found that the chance of the acne coming back was much less if you stayed on it longer. So I did stay on it longer, and I'm really happy I did. I've been off Accutane for almost 2 months now, and I'll know in the next 2 months if the acne will come back. You usually know about 4 months after you stopped. I'm hoping with everything in me that the acne does not come back, obviously. If it does come back, I'll have to do another 6-month stint of Accutane, which will not be fun. It'll probably fall on the summertime again. So I'm hoping I don't have to go down that road, and so far, so good. I've had a couple little breakouts here and there, but nothing awful. And now that I'm off Accutane, my skin has been normalizing completely, so that's so nice. My skin isn't nearly as dry, but now I've been dealing with oil production again. So I wanted to go through my skincare routine with you guys just to let you know what I've been doing now. And I've also had to tailor my skin routine to acne again. I didn't really use anything to combat acne on Accutane just because it was impossible to break out. And a lot of acne products will dry my skin out. So those were the reasons I steered clear of them. If you're interested on what I used during Accutane for my skincare, leave me a comment down below. If I have enough people viewing this that want to be on Accutane or are on Accutane, then I'll definitely do a video, but I have no idea how many that'll be yet, so leave a comment down below, let me know. But since I've been off Accutane, I'll just share with you what my skincare routine has been. Well, first off, to take my makeup off, I use these Meyer facial cleansing towelettes. I love these things. These are the only towelettes that don't burn my eyes. I'm so sorry if you don't live around a Meyer. They're in the Midwest. It's one of my favorite places on earth. So this is just the store brand cloths. I found the store brand cleansing wipes are almost better than name brand. There's a lot of name brands out there that'll irritate my skin or burn my eyes, but these don't. I love them. So I use about 2 of these just to get every trace of makeup off, especially my eye makeup. I kind of roll my lashes between the cloths and kind of get every little bit of mascara off. And then I go in with my cleanser. I have been using the Neutrogena Clear Pore Cleanser and Mask. This is really nice because you can use it for both. This has benzoyl peroxide in it, which is an acne medicine. Benzoyl peroxide tends to dry me out though, so I picked a cleanser with it because a cleanser doesn't stay on your skin for that long. I found topical treatments with benzoyl peroxide in them will create dry patches on my skin, which is not cute. So I love it having it in a cleanser, and also if I'm super oily or if I'm doing makeup or I just want an oil-free face completely, I will leave this on as a mask every now and then, and I'll just leave it on for a few minutes, rinse it off, it's good to go, and I really, really love this stuff. After cleansing, I love using a toner just to get every single trace of grossness off my face. This is the Michael Todd Cranberry Antiox Hydrating Toner. I freaking love this stuff. Also, I'll put this on Q-tips and clean my ears out, and your ears will feel like they've never been cleaner before in your life. So yeah, I really love this just as an extra cleansing layer and just kind of prepping my skin for the next step. After cleansing, I go in with a salicylic acid gel. This is 2%. This is the Dermalogica Overnight Clearing Gel. I really like this stuff because this has no alcohol in it. A lot of salicylic acid topical treatments have alcohol in them, and it will irritate your skin and dry you out, but not in a good way. It will dry your skin out, and then your skin will produce too much oil, trying to compensate for all the oil that you stripped off of it. So that's why I love this brand of salicylic acid. This is amazing. I put this all over my face, especially on my cheeks, nose, T-zone, basically everywhere but my eyes, because that's where I didn't break out much on my forehead, but I broke out a lot, you know, basically right here. So I make sure I cover all those areas to keep breakouts at bay. For a moisturizer, I keep it super simple on a daily basis. I use the Cerave moisturizing lotion for normal to dry skin. This stuff is amazing. I consider myself oily, but this stuff is light enough that I can wear it under makeup. I put it on every morning, every night. It soaks in super quickly, and I love it, love it, love it. Also, at night, before my moisturizer, I use the Michael Todd Ultra Light Whitening and Brightening Serum. I've been using this to fade my acne scars, and I am really loving my progress. A lot of you have commented on my acne scarring and how much better it looks. I've been using this every day, and I am keeping tabs on this little guy right here to see how the results pan out, and I'll probably be doing another video on my results from my acne scarring just from this product alone. When I want to treat myself to a face mask, I use either the Michael Todd Pearl and Silk mask or the Rose Petal Vitamin C mask. Both of these are really good for acne-prone skin. They just kind of take off the outer layer of dead skin and bring new skin to the surface. I probably use one of these every 2 or 3 days. I leave it on for 10 minutes, wash it off. It makes your skin feel like brand new. It helps clear out all the gunk from your pores that could be building up and creating a breakout. So that's why I love using these as kind of a maintenance, keep the acne at bay type of thing. Every now and then, when I want to pamper myself with some moisturization, I use the Michael Todd Damascus Rose Anti-Wrinkle Cream. This stuff is, oh, it's lovely. I only use this at night because if you're oily, it will make you a little oily, but it doesn't make me break out. It doesn't clog my pores, and I will wake up with my skin feeling so baby soft and wonderful the next day. It's amazing. I also used this stuff a lot on Accutane, because boy was my skin dry and boy did it need some love. So yeah, this stuff is fantastic and it smells like heaven. I am not kidding. The most perfect rose scent you could ever imagine. That's what it smells like. I'm almost out of it, and I'm going to need to repurchase this because I will put this on my neck sometimes in the morning, and it'll almost be like a perfume. It smells that good. So that completes my skincare update video. If you have any questions for me regarding my Accutane treatment, leave them down below for me or email me. It'll all be down in the down bar. And I have a lot of advice to give, so if you are wanting a separate Accutane, what to do on Accutane, kind of like a survival guide type video, I would be more than willing to do that because I found a lot of tips and tricks to get through that medication. So thank you so much for your time as always, and so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!